So y'all know y'all out with Snapchat Queen AI chatbot friends. So y'all know I was on the road to discovery today, right? You know, Dora the Explorer type stuff. Out discovering like Christopher Columbus, you know, just walking around the city, right? So I get down by the with the gold post, right? And the brother stopped me talking about, so let me talk to you. First I shoot him off, y'all know me, boy, go somewhere. So no, no, sister, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. So I'm what D Don. I said who D? He said no D Don. I said all right, what up his name? What up? I know you talking about what up. I said bro, I'm not with him. I said he talking about no, we I'm on your side. We on your side. We fighting the police. I said bro, let me tell you something. We not fighting the police, baby. We fighting them folks at that building you just left from. Right over there, that gold post with all them names up there, the sororities and the schools and all, right? We fighting those people who look like me, right? Who came into this community jealous, right? Trying to put themselves in the police position. That's where that fake police come from, right there, right? Who ain't connected to the real police or Homeland Security or the feds, but they done gave all the local community fair time. For you to come and look at me talking about y'all fighting the police. First, then you can talk about something. Well, how he said? He said first because he said first they fighting the police for something. And then because I don't want to misconfuse what the man said. Then he said they making too much money. And I said, hold on, is it no police brutality and they making too much money? That's what it was, right? So I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I mean, how much the police make got to do with anything? Then you go talking about that man Pac. I said, me personally, right? I would have been a police officer, but when I looked at how much they make, it wasn't worth it because I got to put my life on the line, right? If you telling me that you worried about how much that man making, right, then that's not the problem because I feel like any police officer, right, or veteran or military official, anybody that's out here protecting the Americans, they deserve more than somebody who got a microphone in their mouth right now. They deserve more than somebody who's sitting in that mayor office right now, right? Because they're the ones who got to wake up and put their life on the line to protect you from your mayor back there in the back room trying to get another bar in the streets, right? To put that fake police out there, right? To attack you in that community. There's a difference, right? They don't want to hear stuff like that, right? Because we work with the police. I have family members who are police officers, right? So there are good people out here who are doing their jobs. But when you got people who have gotten into office coming from that skin color acting like they ain't, baby, it's a problem. Now I don't own the rights to this video I'm about to play, but I want to play a little bit of this Chicago police explaining the role of ICE, right? And then it's coming from NBC Chicago. Cause you know they doing some stuff in Chicago right now with Mayor Brandon. I mean, and Eric over there in New York. And that's why it's crazy because like we asking these people, baby, we got to get up and go to work. Right? We had to do this stuff for free. Our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, grandma, I mean everybody in the family used to pass us around to get up and help them do work for free. Right? We did tobacco, cucumber, all that stuff, right? But we didn't mind. Right? Because it gave us skills and knowledge to know how to survive right now to this day in adulthood without depending on somebody with our hand out. Right? We're not depending on somebody because we got skills. Right? So we're gonna play some of this video. I ain't gonna play it all, but I want y'all to go check it out. You know, find out what's going on in other states because all this immigration stuff that they're talking about, a lot of this war is going on right here in America, right? And they're trying to portray it like it's going on in other countries. And you got to realize they won a war with the Americans without fighting. So they're coding us with the head scarves down here, the earrings, right? Y'all know the codes, the bandana, you know, the bands that they have on. They got the caps and the hats and all that, the clothes, drinking the Red Bulls and stuff like that. So they own them codes, right? That they own the internet with, which we got a contract with Google, because you got to go through Google for all of that, right? That can clear all that up for our police department. The only thing they got to do is just go get the search warrant for Google, right? And clear that up real quick. But we're gonna listen to this officer try to explain a little bit on what's going on in Chicago, family. Because I'm right here in Greenville, North Carolina. Yeah, let me see. Now, I'm gonna pause them right there. Notice here saying that they're separate departments, right? They're not the same department. They're controlled by two different entities. Exactly. Politics, right? And politics has nothing to do with law enforcement. They're two separate departments. And that's why I did a video with the mayor and them talking about putting up more bars, right? Zoning, right, for bars and clubs and things like that. That's what your mayor here in Greenville was focused on, right? Politics, right? That has nothing to do with these guys and well, excuse me, I apologize about that. These men and women who have to get up every day and put their life on the line for some politicking, right? Politicking that has nothing to do with nothing, right? With these people outside following people around, tearing up their stuff, right? All politics. I'm let them keep talking now. I don't play politics. I've told you that before. I'm the head of a department that enforces the law. Right. We have to be politically neutral if we are going to enforce the law the way that it's supposed to be enforced, impartially. We want to make sure that when we show up, we're keeping every single person in this city safe, and we want to keep the peace. That's our jobs. And that's what our men and women out there every single day are putting their lives on the line to keep this city safe. So I just want to be clear about a few things. The events that occurred on Saturday, where there was a shooting involving ICE agents. So I'm going to start with a timeline. It started out with two deputy chiefs who responded to the scene. That would be Deputy Chief Brian Canine and Deputy Chief Gabriella Shoemash. They did an excellent job over there. The narrative is out there that CPD was not on scene. CPD did not show up. Let me just put all of that to rest. At 10:32 a.m., CPD receives a call of a person shot at 39th and Kedzie. By 10:36 a.m., CPD responds. They located a woman who flagged them down. She had been shot. She stated that she had been shot by federal agents. CFD was called. She was taken to the hospital to have her gunshot wounds treated. At 11:06, CPD officers were at the hospital with this individual who had been shot. So he's standing at 7. CPD units are holding down the scene where the offending vehicle is located. And when I say the offending vehicle, we're talking about the vehicle that smashed into the Border Patrol vehicle. Now, what he's talking about is an incident that happened in Chicago, right? Now, I'm gonna pause that. But I like what he said at the beginning of the video, right? Because he explained how politics and law enforcement are not the same people, right? And a lot of this fighting going on outside is trying to put people in position and hold them responsible and accountable for something they have no accountability to be held accountable for, right? And it becomes a problem, like I said, when I see the young guy today and he comes up to me talking about fighting the police. especially when I'm 43 years old and he's only been in Greenville for 7 years and he claimed that's all his life. He only been here for 7 years though, right? And I'm explaining to him, baby, it's been a war in this city for a long time with people that's my skin color fighting the same skin color, right? But it was always us versus the people across that water, baby. Saying the same thing that you saying, right? Fight the police when we watching y'all police standing a 7 on the floor, right? Hands up, right? Coding each other, standing in ones, all that in the police force, right? And if you watch this video, go and watch this video on NBC Chicago. You can see every last one of them coded and what set they with inside of the police department, right? And that's why we locals say it's sad how y'all came into the police department and coded, right? And didn't realize that it's a department over y'all, which is ICE that he's explaining right now in this incident, right? That he has no jurisdiction over because they come to arrest people in his department, right? Who are terrorists against the locals, right? And see, now he has to do a press conference and code out to his people to calm down, right? Because there's some people out there that's above his head and he ain't willing to go down for them. Just like I had to explain to my brother today, baby, just because you look like me, act like me, you just came from the enemy house. Talk about fight a police department that I'm not fighting, baby. I don't got an issue with the police. I have an issue with individuals. It's a difference. I got family that's police. I have friends that's police. I respect those people because it's a job where you got to wake up and deal with somebody else's issue, right? That has nothing to do with you, and you got to put your life at risk because they want to be outside acting stupid, right? So this is just a little quick rant, table talk moment, car studio moment with Snapchat Queen on understanding that Homeland Security, your local police, right, your state troopers and all that are controlled by different departments, baby. And that when you in the local community and have control and try to control the local community, it's nothing that the local police can do because that means they are terrorists in our city again, baby. That means they terrorists in our police department. And that's when the vets and the military drop down on you. You say, oh, why they bring them? Because baby, y'all out of control. Especially when y'all don't even have respect for the people that's over here to protect y'all. Right? And that's what we got a problem with when you don't have respect for our veterans. You don't got respect for the police. You don't have respect for nobody that's in power, right? That's helping you, right? I mean, when you got disrespect to the people that's protecting you under your TP, your temporary protection program while you here, and you disrespecting them, why would they protect y'all if y'all disrespecting they flag, right? Why would they hold protection on the niggas that's burning? I mean, the ones that's burning they flags and you need them to fight for you. That make it make sense. I'm gonna leave off with that. Just ponder on that one right there. You turning on the person that's out here protecting you from the people you running from. Boy, y'all out with Snapchat Queen AI chatbot friend, boy. We ask some questions to talk with just trying to make it make sense in 2025 since Donald Trump in office, y'all. Keep the bugs away. Cause we know it ain't no bugs outside, boy. They bug drones.